Thinking of buying a home in one of London's most prestigious boroughs? You might want to think twice. The 2026 market is shaping up to be one of the toughest in recent memory. A perfect storm of rising interest rates, unpredictable shifts, and a tightening cost of living crisis. What once looked like a golden opportunity could quickly become a financial trap. Today, we're breaking down the 10 worst areas to buy in Kensington and Chelsea, so you can protect your investment. Let's get started. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Knightsbridge. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Knightsbridge. Known globally for its luxury retail and eye-watering property prices, this area has long been a magnet for the super rich. However, for the average investor in 2026, Knightsbridge represents a high-stakes gamble with diminishing returns. The market here is incredibly volatile, heavily dependent on a small pool of international ultra-high-net-worth buyers whose interest can wane with global economic shifts. This makes prices susceptible to sharp, unpredictable drops. Furthermore, the rental yields are notoriously low compared to the astronomical purchase prices. You'd be tying up immense capital for a property that struggles to generate a meaningful income, making it a poor choice for anyone looking for a stable, profitable investment. Number 9. Brompton. Next up, at number 9, we have Brompton. Famous for its cultural landmarks and beautiful garden squares, it seems like an idyllic place to own property. But beneath the surface, 2026 presents some serious challenges. The area is experiencing a significant oversupply of luxury apartments aimed at a niche market that is becoming increasingly saturated. This glut of similar properties is driving down rental demand and putting downward pressure on prices. A buyer in 2026 could find their property sitting empty for months, or be forced to accept lower rental income just to secure a tenant. The high service charges common in Brompton's modern developments also eat into any potential profits, making it a financially draining investment. Number 8. West Brompton. At number 8 is West Brompton. This area has seen a lot of development in recent years, but this rapid change is precisely the problem. The market has become overheated, with prices pushed to unsustainable levels by speculative developers. By 2026, we anticipate a market correction, meaning those who buy at the peak could face significant negative equity. The infrastructure in West Brompton is also struggling to keep up with the population boom, leading to crowded services and a potential decline in quality of life. For an investor, this means a higher risk of capital loss and a less attractive proposition for long-term tenants who may start looking for quieter, more stable neighborhoods. Number 7. Holland Park. Coming in at number 7 is Holland Park. While it boasts some of the most beautiful Victorian villas in London, its market is becoming increasingly stagnant. The properties here are enormous, and so are their running costs. The cost of living crisis projected for 2026 will make heating, maintaining, and insuring these grand homes prohibitively expensive for all but the wealthiest. This dramatically shrinks the pool of potential buyers and renters, leading to long, costly sale periods if you ever decide to exit your investment. The rental market for such large properties is also incredibly niche, meaning you could be facing extended void periods. It's a classic case of a beautiful asset becoming a financial liability. Number 6. Earl's Court. Our 6th spot goes to Earl's Court. This area has been in a state of flux for years, with massive redevelopment projects promising a grand transformation. However, many of these projects have stalled or faced significant delays, creating a landscape of uncertainty. Buying here in 2026 means stepping into a future that is far from guaranteed. The promised value increase is speculative at best and could evaporate if projects are scaled back or canceled. Meanwhile, the constant construction creates noise and disruption, making the area less appealing for residents. This combination of uncertainty and a degraded living environment makes Earl's Court a risky bet with no clear timeline for a payoff. Number 5. South Kensington. Halfway through our list at number 5 is South Kensington. The Museum District is a perennial favorite with tourists and students, but this transient population is a double-edged sword for property owners. The market is dominated by short-term lets and student housing, which can be management-intensive and yield inconsistent income. Moreover, regulations on short-term rentals are tightening, posing a significant risk to a primary source of revenue in the area. By 2026, owners could find their letting options severely restricted, leading to a sharp drop in income. The high turnover of residents also means less community cohesion, which can detract from the long-term appeal for stable professional tenants. Number 4. Chelsea. At number 4, we have the heart of the borough itself, Chelsea. Synonymous with affluence and style, buying in Chelsea seems like a sure thing, but its reputation is also its weakness. The market is incredibly mature with very little room left for significant capital growth. You'd be buying at the top of the market with the likelihood of appreciation being minimal. Furthermore, the bank of mum and dad effect, which has propped up prices for younger buyers, is expected to weaken due to broader economic pressures in 2026. This will reduce demand at the lower end of the Chelsea market, causing stagnation across the board. It's a classic investment trap, high entry cost for low growth potential. Number 3. World's End. Our third worst place to buy is World's End. This micro-neighborhood at the western edge of Chelsea has traditionally offered a slightly more affordable entry point into the borough. However, this relative affordability is disappearing fast, with prices being driven up by spillover demand. The problem is, the area lacks the premium amenities and transport links of its pricier neighbors. Buyers in 2026 will be paying a near-prime price for a sub-prime location. When the market inevitably cools, areas like World's End are often the first to see prices fall, as buyers retreat to more established prime locations. This makes it a high-risk proposition with a strong potential for loss. Number 2. Notting Hill. Taking the runner-up spot for the worst place to buy is Notting Hill. Its vibrant bohemian image masks a property market that has become a victim of its own success. The area's popularity has led to extreme overcrowding and a strain on local resources. More importantly for investors, the property stock is largely composed of older period homes that often require extensive and costly maintenance. For a buyer in 2026, this means facing unpredictable and potentially huge repair bills on top of an already premium purchase price. The rental yields simply do not justify the high entry costs and ongoing financial risk associated with maintaining these aging properties, making it a very poor investment choice. Number 1. North Kensington. And the number 1 worst place to buy a home in Kensington and Chelsea in 2026 is North Kensington. This area has faced profound social and economic challenges, and despite promises of investment, progress has been slow. The property market here is deeply affected by issues of social inequality and a lack of trust in local governance, which creates a volatile and unpredictable investment environment. There is a significant risk of reputational damage for investors, and the potential for community backlash against new developments is high. Furthermore, the area suffers from poorer transport links and fewer amenities compared to the rest of the borough, which suppresses both rental demand and capital growth. It represents a combination of ethical concerns and poor financial fundamentals, making it the riskiest and least advisable place to invest your money. So, there you have it. The 10 districts in Kensington and Chelsea that pose the biggest risks to property buyers in 2026. Making a smart investment requires looking beyond the glamorous postcodes and analyzing the real data. The market is changing, and being informed is your best defense. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We release in-depth property market guides every week to help you make smarter financial decisions. And if you're seriously considering an investment and want personalized advice, check out the link in the description below to book a consultation with one of our property strategists. Thanks for watching.